My child, I see the weight of your heart, the frustrations and the impatience you are carrying. I know you have plans, dreams, and desires, and it feels like everything is moving slowly, or not at all. You've been waiting for a breakthrough, and it seems like nothing is happening. But I want you to understand this. Your delays are not denials. I am using them as divine detours, paths I have designed to bring you to your destiny. When you feel like nothing is moving, know this: I am still at work. In Isaiah 55:8-9 I say, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways and my thoughts than your thoughts." You might not understand why things aren't happening according to your timeline, but, my child, my ways are beyond your comprehension. I see what you cannot see, and I know what is best for you. Every delay, every detour, is part of a bigger plan that I have for your life. I know it's hard to wait, especially when it feels like you've done everything right. You've prayed, you've worked hard, and you've hoped for change. But the results aren't coming. You might be feeling disheartened, questioning if you are even on the right path. But hear this truth, my child. Delays are not setbacks. They are not signs of failure. They are divine detours designed to guide you to your destiny. Trust in my timing, for it is perfect. In Psalm 27:14 I say, "Wait for the Lord. Be strong and take heart, and wait." Essential part of your journey. I know that in your world, waiting is often seen as unproductive or wasted time. But in my kingdom, waiting is never wasted. Waiting is an opportunity to grow, to reflect, and to prepare for the blessings I have for you. In James 1:3-4 I say, "Because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." The delay is part of the process that builds perseverance and maturity. When you wait on me, you are being shaped for the next phase of your journey. I am refining your heart, mind, and spirit, so that when the time comes for your breakthrough, you are ready to handle the blessings I am about to give you. Think about Moses. Moses spent 40 years in the wilderness before he led the Israelites out of Egypt. At the time, it may have seemed like a delay, but in those years, Moses was being prepared. He learned to trust in my provision, guidance, and strength. He was being transformed from a prince in Egypt to a humble servant of God. When the time came for him to lead the Israelites, he was ready, not because of his own efforts, but because of my preparation. My child, the delays in your life are not punishment. They are preparation. They are moments of growth and transformation that shape you into the person I am calling you to be. Don't be discouraged by the waiting. Instead, embrace it. Trust that I am working in ways you cannot see, and when the time is right, I will open the door to your breakthrough. My child, I know that when you are faced with delays, it's easy to become discouraged. You may be thinking, why is this happening? Why am I stuck in this waiting period? But I want to remind you that the delays you experience are not by accident. They are part of the divine detour I have prepared for you. When you are in a waiting season, know this: my purpose is being fulfilled, even when you can't see it. In Psalm 41, I say, "I waited patiently for the Lord. He turned to me and heard my cry." I know that waiting can be difficult, but in that waiting I am working in ways you can't even imagine. When you wait patiently for me, You are positioning yourself to receive the fullness of what I have for you. It is in the waiting that I am shaping you, refining your character, and preparing you for what lies ahead. Think about the story of David. David was anointed to be king at a young age, but he didn't immediately step into his role. Instead, he spent years in the wilderness, fleeing from King Saul, fighting battles, and enduring hardship. It seemed like a delay, but it wasn't. In those years, I was preparing David's heart, building his faith, and teaching him to rely on me. It was during this time that David learned how to lead, how to trust me fully, and how to fight for what was right. When the time came for David to become king, he was ready. His waiting season had equipped him with the wisdom and strength to lead the nation. David didn't see the years of waiting as wasted time. He saw them as preparation for the destiny I had planned for him. Just as I prepared David for his kingship, I am preparing you for the destiny I have set before you. My child, trusting in my timing can be difficult, especially when you can't see the full picture. You might be wondering, how much longer will I have to wait? But let me reassure you, my timing is perfect. The delays you experience are not random. They are carefully timed to bring about the best possible outcome. In Ecclesiastes 3:1, I say, "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens." I have set a specific time for your breakthrough, a time when everything will align perfectly. You may be feeling like you're running out of time, but trust that I am never early and never late. I am always right on time. When you trust my timing, you can rest in the assurance that everything will unfold as it should, in the perfect season I have planned for you. Think of Jesus and his delay in coming to Lazarus when he was ill. In John 11:6 it says, "So when he heard that Lazarus was sick, he stayed where he was 2 more days." Jesus intentionally delayed his arrival, even though he knew Lazarus was dying. The delay was not a mistake. It was part of God's plan to reveal his power in a way that would bring glory to his name. When Jesus finally arrived, he raised Lazarus from the dead, and many people believed in him because of this miracle. Jesus didn't rush because he knew that the timing was perfect. Had he arrived earlier, the miracle would have been different. But because he waited, the glory of God was revealed in a greater way. Just like Jesus, there are times in your life when delays are part of God's plan to reveal his power and bring glory to his name. Trust that the delays are part of a greater purpose, and that, in the right time, you will see the glory of God in your life. Trusting God in the waiting. How delays build faith. My child, I understand that waiting can be a test of your faith, but it is in the waiting that your faith is strengthened. In James 1:3-4, I say, "Because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." The delays in your life are not meant to harm you. They are meant to build you up, to strengthen your faith, and to make you complete in me. Every delay is an opportunity for you to trust me more deeply. It is in these moments of waiting that I am refining your character, teaching you patience, and growing your trust in my plan. You may feel like you are standing still, but in reality, I am moving in your heart and preparing you for what's ahead. The process of waiting produces perseverance, and perseverance will carry you through the challenges that lie ahead. Think about Abraham and Sarah, who waited for the promise of a child for many years. Abraham's faith was tested, but when the time came, I gave him Isaac, just as I had promised. In Romans 4:20-21 it says, "Yet he did not waver through unbelief regarding the promise of God, but was strengthened in his faith, and gave glory to God, being fully persuaded that God had power to do what he had promised." Abraham's faith was strengthened through the waiting process, and it was through that faith that God fulfilled his promise. Your waiting season is strengthening your faith, my child. When the time comes, you will look back and see how far you've come and how much you've grown in trust and perseverance. The delays are preparing you for a greater blessing and a greater purpose than you can imagine. My child, one of the most important lessons you will learn during a season of waiting is the power of surrender. Surrendering your timeline to me means letting go of your need for control and trusting that I am working everything out for your good. It means trusting that my ways are higher than your ways, and my timing is always perfect. In Proverbs 3:5-6, I say, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight." Surrendering to me doesn't mean giving up on your dreams. It means placing your dreams in my hands and trusting that I will bring them to fruition in my time. When you let go of your timeline and trust my will, you will experience peace in the waiting. Surrendering also means being patient with the process. You may not see the full picture now, but trust that I am guiding you every step of the way. You are not alone in your waiting. I am with you, preparing you, and leading you toward your destiny. My child, today I ask you to trust me in the delays and detours. Trust that I am using this waiting period to shape you, refine you, and prepare you for the blessings I have in store. Surrender your plans and your timeline to me, and trust that my timing is perfect. My child, I know that waiting can feel like an eternity. You may feel as though you've waited long enough, that the moment for your breakthrough has passed. But I want you to understand that my timing is never late, and it's never early. It is always perfect. In 2 Peter 3:9, I say, "The Lord is not slow in keeping his promise, as some understand slowness. Instead, he is patient with you, not wanting anyone to perish, but everyone to come to repentance." I am giving you time, my child, not only to prepare you, but also to prepare the world for what I'm about to do in your life. Every moment of delay is a moment of divine preparation. The world may say that you are wasting time, that you should have already reached your goals or your destination. But I say that each moment of waiting is a moment of blessing. I am building your strength, refining your heart, and setting up the perfect circumstances for the great things I have in store. Don't rush the process. Trust that I am working on your behalf. Remember the story of Moses when he was called to deliver the Israelites from Egypt. For 40 years, Moses waited in the wilderness. He went from being a prince in Egypt to a shepherd in the desert. During that time, it seemed like nothing was happening, but I was shaping Moses's character, humbling him, and preparing him for the leadership role he would one day step into. When the time was right, Moses was ready, and I used him to lead my people out of bondage. Moses didn't know it at the time, but those years in the wilderness were exactly what he needed. In the waiting, I prepared him for the destiny I had planned for him. My child, your delays are not wasted. I am using this time to prepare you for the life you have been praying for, the future you have been dreaming of. Don't rush the process. My child, surrendering to my timing means trusting that I am in control of your future. It's easy to want to take matters into your own hands to try and force things to happen. But I want you to know that I have a plan for you, and it is a good plan, one filled with hope, peace, and a future. In Jeremiah 29:11 I declare, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." Your future is safe in my hands, my child. When you surrender your timeline to me, you open yourself up to a future far beyond your wildest dreams. My plan is greater than anything you could imagine, and I am guiding you every step of the way. Even in the delays, I am at work, shaping your future, preparing you for the purpose I've set before you. It's easy to look at your current circumstances and think that this is all there is. But I want you to know, my child, that what you see now is not the final picture. The delays you are experiencing are not the end. They are part of the journey. As you wait, trust that I am preparing you for a future full of blessings, purpose, and fulfillment. Think of Esther in the Bible. She was an orphan who became queen of Persia. Her life seemed like a series of detours, being taken from her home, living in a foreign land, and finding herself in the king's palace. But all of these events were part of God's perfect timing. Esther's waiting and preparation led to her moment of destiny, where she saved the Jewish people from destruction. The delays and detours in Esther's life were not by accident. They were part of the plan I had for her to fulfill her destiny. My child, delays are not just about waiting for your breakthrough. They are about transforming you into the person who can handle the blessings and responsibilities that are coming your way. I am not only preparing your circumstances, I am preparing you. In Romans 5:3-4 I say, "Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope." The waiting season, the moments of delay and uncertainty, are what build your perseverance and character. They are refining your heart, helping you become the person I designed you to be. Just as gold must go through the fire to be purified, your faith must go through the fire of waiting to be strengthened. The delays are refining you, shaping your character, and preparing you for the blessings that are coming. When the time is right, you will be ready to receive what I have in store for you, because you have been tested, refined, and prepared. Trust me, my child. I am not delaying your breakthrough to harm you. I am delaying it to prepare you for what is to come. When you surrender to my timing and trust in the process, you will see that every delay has been for your good. My child, I know it's hard to wait. You may feel like time is slipping away, but I want to reassure you. Nothing you go through is ever wasted. Every moment of waiting, every season of delay, is part of the process of bringing you into your divine destiny. You are being shaped and prepared for the blessings I am about to release in your life. In Hebrews 6:15, I say, "And so after waiting patiently, Abraham received what was promised." Abraham waited for many years for the promise of a son, but when the time was right, God fulfilled his promise. The same is true for you, my child. Your waiting will not be in vain. When the time is right, you will receive what I have promised you. Delays may feel discouraging, but they are a vital part of your journey. As you wait on me, I am preparing your heart, your circumstances, and your future. You are not stagnant. You are being refined. I am using this waiting season to prepare you for the incredible blessings that lie ahead. My child, today I ask you to trust me in the delays. Trust that I am using this time to prepare you for the great things I have in store. Surrender your timeline to me and know that my timing is perfect. If this message has encouraged you, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone who needs to hear that delays are not setbacks. They are divine detours leading to your destiny. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay connected with God's sacred voice. God bless you, my child. Trust in my timing, and know that the delays are only preparing you for the destiny I have planned for you.